Welcome to this week's edition of the OCU Athletics Update. I'm Andrew Himes, and this week we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Yvonte Neal, and women's basketball coach, Latricia Trammell. Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Superstar Athlete of the Week, Yvonte Neal. Senior from Spring Valley, California, averaged 21 points and 6 rebounds and shot 11 of 18 from 3 last week, on her way to garnering the Sooner Athletic Conference Player of the Week honor. And talk about your games last week. 11 of 18 from 3 and averaged 21 points, 6 rebounds.
Just confidence, I think. Coach keeps us in the gym. I go in the gym on my own and work on my shots. So it's just more so a buy-in. You know, it's not just, it just comes, but I mean, it's just a buy-in, you know, just going in the gym, working on your game.
How would you describe your game?
I would say all around. I think I'm a threat from the three-point. I can take anybody off the dribble. I think I have some pretty good defense. I rebound, you know, pretty good forward guard. I mean, I think it's an all-around game.
Your parents were able to come down from California last week and watch you play a couple of games. What was that like, and what kind of a lift did that give you?
It was good. I haven't seen him in a long time, well, since Christmas, so it kind of gave me some good spirit, you know, to see my dad come around and my mom or whatever. But it was good, and I'm glad they actually got to see me play live instead of online, which is okay, but I'm just glad they came down here.
You were a late addition to the recruiting class at OCU this year. Talk about how you ended up here.
My last college I was at was Cochise College in Arizona. The coach got in contact with Coach Trammell and sent her some film, and Coach liked what she saw. And so I talked to Coach for maybe a week or two, and that final week I was just like, yeah, I'm going to come. I committed and everything, and she got all excited and screamed. So it was a good decision.
I understand that you once hit a half-court shot as a game winner. Tell us about that.
It was kind of like the spare moment. I think it was like 3 seconds left, and I kind of just chunked it up and just went in. So it was a good feeling, you know, hit those half-court shots.
You've listed Pat Summitt as your favorite coach. What do you admire about her coaching style?
Just everything, how she has so much passion for the game and how she wants her players to be successful. And I think Coach Trammell is somewhat like a Pat Summitt. Like, she has so much passion. She comes here every day, you know, working hard for us, and it's just the love for the game.
What's your major here at OCU?
Criminal justice.
And then what are your career plans following basketball?
I would like to get my master's with criminal justice. If basketball doesn't work out, I do want to be like detective, forensic type deal. Or if the basketball does work out, I want to go pro or go overseas.
All right, very good. Talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Yvonte Neal. You can follow the women's basketball team on OCUsports.com.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at naia.org.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to women's basketball coach Latricia Trammell. The Stars are currently 12-2 overall, 9-1 in Sooner Athletic Conference play, and sit second in the Sooner Athletic Conference standings. And Coach, you're 8-1 since coming back from the semester break. How do you think your team's playing so far?
Well, I can see light bulbs going off now. You know, prior to our conversation, we didn't have very many games under our belt, and so now that we've had games, and playing, I think, really well. We can always have room for improvement, but I'm really proud of our success so far.
You're coming out of a stretch where you played 6 games in 2 weeks. How do you feel like your team handled that stretch, and how rough was that?
Yeah, I think it was pretty rough. I mean, not going to make any excuses because, again, I have a group of competitors. I mean, they love to play basketball and they want to win. And when we played that Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, that last game, I could see the first half played really well. Second half, I could see the monkey jump on our back. And even though in their minds they wanted to do it, and they wanted to compete at a high level of intensity, their bodies just wouldn't allow them to. So I saw some things that we normally don't do. So no excuses, but again, it was a rough road, and came out on top on all but one. So I was really proud of our young ladies.
You guys are 7-1 at home right now at Abe Lemons Arena. Talk about how tough you make it on other teams to come in and win there.
Well, it's like coming into your living room. We're comfortable there. And, we have a great group of fans and supporters, and we get to practice there every day. So, of course, we're going to feel comfortable. And sleeping in our own beds and having our shoot around that morning. And, again, it's just a great gym to play in, and our girls seem to love our gym, and we're very successful there.
A couple of games ago, you guys set the school record for made threes in a game. You made 20 threes in a game. Kara Pugh had 8. Kayla McKenzie had 7. And overall, your team's starting to shoot it very well from the outside. Talk about that game and what that dimension brings to your team.
Well, a lot of coaches, you think, well, how fun is that? But we can't do it every night, so that defense is going to have to kick in. And of course, in my mind, I was thinking that as well. But then we turned around the 2 days later and shot over 40% from the three, and did really well in that game as well. You mentioned Kara and Kayla, they're roommates, and they had 15 out of the 20, and then Yvonte Neal, who you're going to be visiting with in just a little bit, rounded it off with 5 of her own. And so it was just fun to see those players shooting with confidence, and it was fun for a coach to see them.
You guys are about to start the second half of the conference season, where you'll play the teams you've already seen at this point. Talk about your expectations heading into the second half of the season.
Well, today in our team meeting, we're going to talk about the second half of conference. We set goals for ourselves as a team and individually, and we're going to revise them and look over what we've already set and add some, take away some. And again, we have high expectations for our program. We have high expectations for our student athletes, and these seniors talked about that yesterday at the end of our practice. And so we're looking forward to it. It's always harder the second time around, but I know we're going to hopefully make it hard for other teams as well. So our biggest goal is to be successful and go into that conference tournament playing really well.
Coach, thanks very much as always. Stars currently second in the Sooner Athletic Conference standings right now. Going into the second half of the conference season, you can follow their progress on OCUsports.com.